football now at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
First down, Philadelphia.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Hurts to the air on first down. He's got the 2021 Heisman list. That's Devontae Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Man in motion is Smith. 3rd and long for Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll try and run it with a draw play. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. Back deep for Philly, it's Cooper to Gene. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the second time. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Pushed out to his left. Now he takes off. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
That'll be taken in by Parker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
A run with Barkley. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
To the air again. Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. That's taken in by Dotson. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
The 6-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Zach Bond getting in for the sack, And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Waste of time. Paid for this?
What's going on, guys?
This is like, watch it.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now they'll set up to throw. A short one there. He's got Ertz. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. He takes off. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Philadelphia.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
2nd and inches. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll run again. And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles are able to extend their first quarter lead.
Eagles 2.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. First down as he's able to get to the 37-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. Be marked down at the 7, and it will set up 1st and goal.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. To the air one more time. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles will cut the deficit down to 4.
13, Eagles 9.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll step up and run, and Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
14. And an Eagle first down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go with the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short, and they've turned it over on downs.
The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In this case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground, they got a good push back, and they were able to come up with a huge stop on 4th down.
In the backfield, he'll get the carry here, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. A pass complete there to Smith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Reed Blankenship up from his safety spot. Finds a way in and records the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
Makes the score Eagles 13, Eagles 9.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. To Goddard. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
It is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this one caught at the 4. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield, taken down back at the 3.
A
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Saquon. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
For the field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Try the left side now. They bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Pick up 3 or maybe 4. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
Mitchell on the tackle. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Aguilar able to make the catch. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2 brings up 3rd and 3.
What just happened? Seriously, worse.
Defense, 1 stop.
He'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Work in the middle. He's got Ertz. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's
A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
First down.
Give him 10 more
First and
on
10
that
at the
one.
14-yard
Just enough
line.
for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground...
In trouble, and down he goes. Milton Williams. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. There's Ertz. He's got it right side. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Start the drive. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson.
Hurts pass. Complete to Jahan Dotson.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. The Aussie Super Bowl champ Jordan Mailata guilty there.
Still 2nd down.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A pass caught by Saquon. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And an Eagle 1st down.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the 2nd half is about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Quarter begins with a run. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 17 yards that time for number 17.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Smith. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
The 22-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
What you got?
They'll look to throw. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Good blocking, and he's in. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
16.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
To get that wide receiver screen set up, but this one will not work. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. Open man, Devontae Smith. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
Off the play fake, Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Eagles.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now Barkley. Finding space inside the 40. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. That's good for 27 and a first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Once again, it's Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
15-yard line. A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
Third and inches. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
A gain on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
The middle with Barkley. And that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
At the 10-yard line.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Now, faking the give. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll look to throw. Short one there, he's got Ertz. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9 yards.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. That's over. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down, Eagles.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
Man in motion is Smith. On first down, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for an Eagles first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll step up and run this. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
At the 9-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good runner. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
High game, fourth quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal. He'll run again, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside. Defense.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will go up by 7. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down behind
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain. Yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
A loss of 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And in motion is Brown. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He's across midfield. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock over.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 15.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
At the 9-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Eagles 19.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Ooh! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Quickly out to Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To number 82. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
these edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop the throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Pushed out to his right. Off he goes. They finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Initially, they do a really nice job of bringing pressure, but what you can't do anytime you're playing an athletic quarterback like this, Mike, is you can't let him escape the pocket. You got to keep him on his spot. Seemed like everybody was chasing their own sack instead of just rushing him as a unit.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the Eagles' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Back at the 6-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, now he's going to go down. Back at the 8-yard line.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal.
25-yard
This, about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
36.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
That's good.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for an Eagles first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Darius Slay, Mr. Big Play, with his hands right around the ball again. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Loss of 7.
Milton Williams in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
It's a gain of 11.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Third down, they need 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
I know, I'm biased, but listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Now they'll set up to throw. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one working up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
It's a gain of 23
And another 1st down, and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.